inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
That's us. That's us.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Off play action, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Come on now.
Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Go. Line 20. 54. Line 54. Know your job.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running back relax before games. Make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Goff now looking to throw.
Throw right side, take it in by Gibson. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
17! 17! 17!
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
What? 180! 54 Mike. We're good, we're good. Kill.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's out of bounds inside the 35. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Be scared of it.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Right there, 54.
First carry for James Conner. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Watch time, watch time. Tight.
Now Goff on first down.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's third and goal after the sack.
Like 20. Check back 54. 54. Mike 54.
Hey, lift! Lift!
Out of the gun. Gone.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Fields. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Touchdown, defense. 20, Mike, 20. Hey, they're scared.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Shifts past him at the 45. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they'll Reinforcements coming as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It could pop big. In this case, it didn't.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Let's go, defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Oh, he shifts past him. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Let's go.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down.
On play action, Fields. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let him know. Jim.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Goff's throw into the hands of McLaurin. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Get ready, get ready.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Bears! Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes the score Bears 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Let's go. Let's go.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
On the move to his left. Looking long for Thomas. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Play action. It's gone.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Let's go now. 3, 2. Oh, you got deep? Double time, double time. 3 more.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Gibson again.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Let's do it.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We got this.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Goff. Taking a shot for Samuel.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now it's Fields.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll push the lead up to 17.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go, baby.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
76.
On the counter, it's Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Mike's by 4. Quit talking about it and bring it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Gone.
You ready?
He'll find Gibson here complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
12.
Gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
You got it.
T.J. Hawkinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
To throw his Fields. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
It's wearing the tight end with it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Washington on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a first down throw. Fields got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the interception, here's Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Ready. Mike 52. Strip the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open is Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Watch Mike. I'm coming after you. Back.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Let's get off the field.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and a couple. Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Kahale Waring. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st down, Montgomery. Powers past him at the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
I'm here all day.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jacob Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Where's 52?
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Washington, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.